Today we will discuss about engineering mechanics when three forces are given with the help of Lami's theorem, how to find out the magnitude and direction. Suppose like this question will give you, find the reactions of the given forces. Find the reaction of the given forces. Like this diagram will be given. Here V group, this one is the V group is given. In this V group, sphere will be there. In this V group, sphere will be there. This one is your sphere. And the weight of this sphere is equal to somewhat 800 Newton. How much weight is there? 800 Newton. And here you will consider some angles here. This angle is equal to 40 degree. And here you will consider the angle is equal to how much? 50 degree. This angle is equal to how much? 40 degree. And here the angle is equal to how much? 50 degree. Now what you have to do? You have to find out the reactions. You have to find out the reaction. Here sphere weight is equal to how much? 800 Newton. And here angle is equal to how much? 50 degree. And here angle is equal to how much? 40 degrees. So what you have to do? You have to find out the reaction. Where you have to find out the reaction means where the, see wherever your sphere is there, where the touching point is there. See here, for this sphere the total weight of this sphere will concentrate on this point and this point. So this one is your point A and point B. This one I will consider as point A and this one I will consider as the point B. This one I consider as the point A and this one I consider as the point B. What you have to do? You have to find out the reaction for reaction at A and reaction at B. How much reaction at A and reaction at B. For that what you have to do? First you have to pass one reaction. That reaction should be after passing that point it should link with the center. How it will be linked with the center? See here, if I pass like this, see it is touching this point, but it is not touching the center. Suppose if I draw like this line, it will touch this point, but it will not touch the center. If I draw like this line, after touching this point, it will touch the center. So this I can say as the reaction RA. This one I can consider as the reaction RA. Then this one I can consider as the reaction RB. This one I consider as the reaction RB, because after touching this point it will touch the center. After touching this point it will touch the center. So this one I consider as a RA and that one I consider as a RB. And the self weight of this sphere is equal to how much? 800 Newton. How much weight is there here? 800 Newton. So I will extend this one. See, if I extend this one, here angle will be formed. Here how much is there angle? 50 degree. Here how much total angle? 50 degree. If I extend this one also, here also angle will form. Here how much angle is there? 40 degree. So the sum of these two angles should be 90 degree. The sum of these two angles should be 90 degree. Here 40 degree is there and here 50 degree is there. The sum of these two angles should be 90 and the sum of these two angles should be 90. So how much here is there? 50 degree. So how much you have to add? So it will become 90. So here you have to add the 40 degree. If you add the 40 degree here, 40 plus 50 will be 90. How much angle here? 40 degree. How much you have to add? 50 degree. If you add here 50 degree, 50 plus 40, how much it should be? 90 degree. The sum of these two angles should be 90 degree. The sum of these two angles should be 90 degree. So the sum of these two angles should be 90 degree and the sum of these two angles should be 90 degree. How much the weight of this sphere? 800 Newton weight of the sphere is there. Now what you have to do? First you have to find out the reaction for RA and RB. So this one you can consider as the RA and this one you can consider as the RB. So first you have to try to draw the vector diagram. For vector diagram, this one is your y axis and this one is your x axis. This one is your y axis and this one is your x axis. First you have to draw y axis and x axis. After you have to focus on the weight of the sphere. How much weight is there? See here, weight how much is there? 800 Newton. How much weight is there? 800 Newton. First try to draw the vertically downward self weight is there. That is how much? 800 Newton. How much this is? 800 Newton. After that you have to find out the reaction RA and RB. See here, this one is going in which quadrant? First quadrant. RA is going in which quadrant? As you can see the direction, after touching this point it will touch the center. After touching this point it will touch the center. So this one is the RA and this one is the RB. As you can see that RA after touching this point it will touch the center. RB after touching this point it will touch the center. RA is also touching on the center and RB is also touching on the center. As you can see, RA is going on which quadrant? First quadrant. RA is going on which quadrant? First quadrant. This one is your RA. This one is your RA. And RB is going on which quadrant? Second quadrant. RB is going on which quadrant? Second quadrant. RA is going on first quadrant and RB is going on which quadrant? See, as you can see, RA is going at an angle of 40 degree with horizontal. RA is going at an angle of 40 degree with horizontal. So here you have to write how much angle you have to write here? 40 degree. How much angle you have to write here? 40 degree. With horizontal it is going 40 degree. Then RB. RB is going at an angle of how much? 50 degree. How much it is going? 50 degree. So what you have to write here? 50 degree. Here you have to write the angle of 50 degree. Now I know the RA as well as RB. How much RA? RA is going at an angle of 40 degree with horizontal and RB is going at an angle of 50 degree with horizontal. I know the weight of a sphere. The weight of a sphere is equal to how much? 800 Newton. The weight of a sphere is equal to how much? 800 Newton. RA I know, RB I know, and the weight of this is equal to how much? 800 Newton. Now what I have to do next step? After finding RA and RB, I have to count how many forces will be there. Here RA is there and here RB is there and here self weight is there. RA is there and RB is there and self weight is there. So total how many forces are there? 3 forces. Whenever 3 forces are there, you can go for Lami's theorem. Remember that whenever 3 forces are there, directly you can go for Lami's theorem. The good thing about Lami's theorem is between that forces, how much angle is there, you have to find out that angle. First try to find out that angle. See here, from here to here quadrant system. If you see the quadrant system, see here, in this how much angle will be there? 90 degree. Here how much angle will be there? 90 degree. Here how much angle will be there? 90 degree. And here how much angle will be there? 90 degree. In each quadrant the angle will be 90 degree. 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, and this one is also 90 degree. The sum of these two angle will be 180 degree. The sum of these 3 angle will be 270 degree. The sum of 4 angle will be 360 degree. So like this you have to remember, in each quadrant the angle will be how much? 90 degree. So here first try to find out between the forces, between the RA and RB, how much angle is there? Between the RB and W, how much angle is there? And between the W and RA, how much angle is there? First try to find out that angles. If you know that angle, easily you can find out the remaining things. So what you have to do, see here, from here to here you know very well, from here to here, how much angle will be there? 90 degree. How much angle will be there? 90 degree. But here already he occupies something. How much he occupy? 40 degree. So 90 minus 40 will be 50 degree. So this one you can treat as 50 degree. From here to here how much angle is there? 50 degree. This one you can treat as the angle how much? 50 degree. Now next thing what you have to do, see, from here to here how much angle is there? 90 degree. How much he occupy? 50 degree. So this one you can take as the how much angle you can take? 40 degree. This angle is equal to 40 degree. Now between this RA and this axis, you know the angle how much it is there? 40 degree. And between RA and vertical axis, you know the angle how much it is? 50 degree. The sum of these two angles, see, the sum of these two angles from here to here, the sum of these two angles, the sum of these two angles is equal to how much? 90 degree. The sum of these two angles is equal to how much? 90 degree. Between RA and RB, you know the angle 90 degree. Remaining angle you can leave this one, see here. So you got the angle, how much it is? Between RA and RB, you got the angle, how much that is angle? 90 degree. Next thing what you have to do, see this is the right angle triangle. From here to here how much it is? Right angle triangle. From here to here how much it is? Right angle triangle. From here to here 90. 90 plus 40. 90 plus 40. 90 plus 40. How much it will be? 130 degree. So this one from here to here how much you have to take? 130 degree, because you know from W to this axis 90 will be there and this one is equal to 40. So total will be 130 degree. Total is equal to how much? 130 degree. Between load and RA the angle is equal to how much? 130 degree. After that what you have to do? From here to here you know very well how much it is? 90. 90 plus 50. 90 plus 50. This is 90 plus 50. So how much it will be? 90 plus 50? 140 degree. How much this angle will be? 140 degree. Now you can see that between RA and RB angle is equal to how much? 90 degree. Between load and RB how much angle is there? 140 degree. Between load and RA how much angle is there? 130 degree. Now you can apply the Lamè's theorem, because how many forces are there? 1, 2, 3. Between these three forces, between these two you know the angle, between these two you know the angle, between these two you know the angle. Now you can apply the Lamè's theorem. What is Lamè's theorem? If three forces acting at a point are in equilibrium, if three forces acting at a point are in equilibrium, then each force will be proportional to the sine of the angle between other two forces. Then each force will be proportional to the sine of the angle between other two forces. So what I have to do? First I will write down the formula for Lamè's theorem. What is the formula for Lamè's theorem? P by sine alpha is equal to Q by sine beta is equal to R by sine gamma. This is the formula for Lamè's theorem. What is the Lamè's theorem here? P by sine alpha is equal to Q by sine beta is equal to R by sine gamma. The Lamè's theorem is, if three forces acting at a point are in equilibrium, if three forces acting at a point are in equilibrium, then each force will be proportional to the sine of the angle between other two forces, is known as Lamè's theorem. Here we have to consider how many forces are there. As you can see in the figure, three forces are there. First one is the RA, second one is the RB, and third one is the load. How much it is given? 800 Newton. How much load here it is given? 800 Newton. Between RA and RB how much angle is there? 90 degree. And between 800 and RB how much angle is there? 140 degree. And 800 and RA how much angle is there? 130 degree. So between these forces angle you know very well, so you can apply the Lamè's theorem. The good thing about Lamè's theorem is you can select the any force. If you want to select RA, you can select the RA. If you want to select RB, you can select the RB. If you want to select the load, you can select the load also. The good thing about that, you can select the any force. So I wrote here formula for Lamè's theorem, that is P by sine alpha is equal to Q by sine beta is equal to R by sine gamma. See, any angle you can select as a alpha, beta, gamma. It's up to you. The thing is that between the forces you know the angle. Here how much angle is there? You know. Between these two forces how much angle is there? You know. Between these two forces how much angle is there? You know. So between the forces, if you know the angle, easily you can apply for Lamè's theorem. So what I am doing, first I am selecting the force RA. If I selected the RA, how many remaining forces are there? Two remaining forces, that is RB and 800 Newton. RB and 800 Newton. If I selected the RA, if I selected RA first here, so I will write here in place of that RA I am writing. If I write RA, with respective sign you have to write, with respective sign you have to write. If I write RA, if I selected the RA, if I selected this RA, how many forces are remaining? Two forces, RB and 800 Newton. RB and 800 Newton. Between these two forces, how much angle is there? 140 degree. How much angle is there? 140. So here you have to write how much angle? 140 degree. Next one I am writing RB. Next one what I am writing? RB. If I selected the RB, see how many forces are remaining? Two forces. First one is the RA, second one is the 800 Newton. Between these two, how much angle is there? 130 degree. Between these two, how much angle is there? 130 degree. So with the help of sine, I will write this one, sine 130 degree. Sine how much? 130 degree. After that, if I selected this one 800 Newton, if I selected 800 Newton, between RA and RB, how much angle is there? 90 degree. So here I have to write that one. If I selected that one, 800 sine 90 degree. This is the sine 90 degree. RA by sine 140 degree is equal to RB by sine 130 degree is equal to 800 by sine 90 degree. Here two unknown forces are there and one known forces are there. Two unknown forces are there and one known forces are there. So what you have to do? You have to find out this one. Now as you can see that this is the unknown force, this is the unknown force, and this one is the known force is there. So try to find out that. How to find out means, first try to take known and unknown. This one and this one you can take. Then next step, this one and this one you can take. First one you can take RA by sine 140 is equal to 800 by sine 90. Next one you can take RB by sine 130 is equal to 800 by sine 90. Like this, known and unknown you can take. So first I am taking here RA sine how much here? 140 degree is equal to 800 sine 90 degree. RA by sine 140 degree is equal to 800 by sine 90 degree. First try to go for the cross multiplication. Cross multiplication is RA sine 90 degree is equal to 800 sine 140 degree. So here RA 800 sine 140 degree by sine 90 degree. RA is equal to 800 sine 140 by sine 90. So with the help of calci, if you try to solve this, I told you already here fraction button will be there in 1, 2, 3, third row, fraction button will be there. So here you type 800 into sine 140 by sine 90 is 1 only. In spite of that also you have to type. Like this you have to type. What is the, here is given 800 sine 140 by sine 90. Then you will get some value. If you press this one, you will get 514.24. 514.24. Here you got the value of RA. RA is equal to 514.23 Newton. This is the value of RA. This one is the value of RA. After getting the value of RA, next step you have to find out the value of RB. Next step you have to find out the value of RB. For finding the value of RB, again what you have to do? You have to take known and unknown. Here, what is the known here? RB. So, RB by sine 130 degree is equal to 800 sine 90 degree. RB by sine 130 degree is equal to 800 sine 90. Again here you have to go for the cross multiplication. If you go for the cross multiplication, RB sine 90 is equal to 800 sine 130 degree. That is RB is equal to 800 sine 130 degree by sine 90 degree. Then RB is equal to, again you have to go for the fraction button. After fraction button, here you have to type 800 into sine 130 degree by sine 90. Like this you have to type 800 into sine 130 degree by sine 90. If you press this one, here you get 612.83, 612.83. So here you have to write 612.83 Newton. Why I am writing here unit is Newton? Because the load 800 Newton is given. So RA and RB should be in Newton. RA and RB should be in Newton. Sometimes RA and RB should be represented with N, or sometime it NA or NB. Same thing will be there, NA or NB. NA or okay. Like that similar problem is given. In similar problem what is given? Find out the reaction for the given forces. Here let us assume this one you will consider as the A point, and this one you can consider as the B, and this one point you consider as the C. Here A is there and here B is there, and this point you can consider as the C. So what you have to do, first try to draw the vector diagram. For vector diagram, this one you have to take as which axis? Y axis, and this one you have to take as which axis? X axis. Try to find out the first load, how much vertically downward it is given. How much load is given here? 50 Newton. How much load is given here? 50 Newton. The load of this one is given. Load of this one is equal to how much? 50 Newton. And this one is going on which coordinate? A coordinate. Which one is going on which coordinate? Second coordinate. So this one you can consider as the first coordinate. You can consider as the T1. And this one is going in which coordinate? Second coordinate. That one you can consider as the T2. That one you can consider as the T1, and this one you can consider as the T2. After that, as you can see, the how much angle is there here? 60 degree with horizontal. How much angle is here? 60 degree with horizontal. Here angle is equal to how much? 60 degree. And here how much angle is given? 50 degree with horizontal. How much angle is given here? 50 degree with horizontal. Here 60 degree is given, and here 50 degree is given. So here three forces are there. First force is T1, second force is T2, and the third force is W. T1 is there, T2 is there, and W is there. T1 is there, T2 is there, and W is there. So what you have to do, you can apply the Lamè's theorem. But the thing is there, between the forces first try to find out how much angle is there. So as you can see here, angle is equal to how much? 60 degree. So obviously opposite angle is equal to how much? 30 degree, because the sum of these two angles should be 90. Here 60 degree is given, so here is equal to how much? 30 degree. The sum of these two angles should be 90. As you can see here, from here to here, how much angle is given here? 50 degree. So it should be, this one should be 40 degree, this one should be 40 degree. The sum of these two should be 90 degree. So here as you can see, here 40 is there and here 30 is there. 40 plus 30 is equal to how much? 70. From here to here how much it is there? 70 degree. From here to here how much angle is there? 70 degree. How much angle is given? 70 degree. Previously it is given here 60. The sum of angle should be 90. As you can see here, in this quadrant the angle should be 90 degree. In this quadrant the angle should be 90 degree. In this quadrant the angle should be 90 degree, and in this quadrant also the angle should be 90 degree. The sum of this angle should be 90 degree. So obviously it is, previously it is given here how much? 60 degree. So how much you have to add here? 30. 60 plus 30 how much it will be? 90. And previously how much here it is given? 50. 50 plus 40 how much it should be? 90 degree. So remove this angle, no need of this one, because in between the forces you got how much it is? 70 degrees. So no use of this one, because between this T1 and T2 how much it is there? 70 degree. You got it already. Now next step, try to find out between W and T2 how much is there, and W and T1 how much angle is there. You know this very well. What is this one? From here to here you know very well how much angle is there. From here to here how much angle is there? 90. 90 plus 50. This is how much? From here to here 90 is there. 90 plus 50 how much angle will be there? 140 degree. How much you can consider here? 140 degree. From here to here, how much it is? 90. 90 plus 60. How much it is? 150 degree. How much angle here? 150 degree. From here to here, how much it is? 90. 90 plus 60. How much? 150 degree. From here to here, how much? 90. 90 plus 50. How much it is? Now the between these two forces, between T1 and T2, how much is there? 70 degree. Between W and T2, how much angle is there? 140 degree. Between W and T1, how much is there? 150 degree. So you can apply the Lamè's theorem here. What is the Lamè's theorem? Lamè's theorem is P by sin alpha is equal to Q by sin beta is equal to R by sin gamma. This is the Lamè's theorem. P by sin alpha is equal to Q by sin beta is equal to R by sin gamma. The good thing about Lamè's theorem is that you can select the any force. You can select the T1, you can select the T2, or you can select the W. T1, T2 or W. The thing is that here what I am selecting, so if I selected the T1 first, if I selected the T1, how many forces are remaining? T2 and W. What is the angle between that? How much? 140 degree. So here I can write, if I selected T1, T1 by sin 140 degree. If I selected the T2, how many forces are remaining? T1 and W. What is the angle between that? 150 degree. So here you can take sin 150 degree. Now the last force is remaining. How much that is? 50 Newton. If I selected this one, how many forces are remaining? T1 and T2. What is the angle? 70. So here 50 by sin 70 degree. How much angle is there? 70. Here unknown force is there. This one is also unknown force is there, and this one is the known force. So what you have to do? First to last, second to last, first to last and second to last. So here you have to go for T1 by sin 140 degree is equal to 50 by sin 70 degree. Go for cross multiplication. T1 by sin 70 is equal to 50 by sin 140 degree. After that, T1 by 50 sin 140 degree by how much this is? Sin 70 degree. So T1 is equal to, with the help of calci, if you solve that one, easily you will. See here, as I told you fraction, after that 50 into sin 140 by sin 70, 50 into sin 140 by sin 70. Here you will get the some value, that is 34.20. How much you got here? 34.20 Newton. This is the value for T1, 34.20 Newton. After that, what you have to do? You have to find out the value of T2. You have to find out the value of T2. For finding the value of T2, take another known and unknown. See here, T2 by sin 150 is equal to 50 by sin 70 degree. Here T2 by sin 150 is equal to 50 by sin 70. Again here also go for cross multiplication, that is T2 by sin 70 degree is equal to 50 by sin 150 degree. So here T2 by 50 sin 150 degree by sin 70 degree. So T2 is equal to, again you have to use the fraction button here. After that, see here, what is the value here? 50 into sin 150 by sine 70. Like this, if you press 26.60, how much it is given? 26.60 Newton. With the help of that, you got the value of T2. From first, you got the value of T1, and here you can got the value of T2. In previous problem, we represented as RA and RB. In place of that, you can use NA, NB, or T1 or T2. It's up to you. You can use any indication. This is T1 and that one is T2. With the help of, if three forces are given, you can use this Lamè's theorem. With the help of this, three forces are given, you can use the Lamè's theorem. When two spheres are given, this is for one sphere is given. Suppose two spheres are given, more than two spheres are given, if three spheres are given, how to apply the Lamè's theorem, we will see in the next classes.